There was a startling warning from the World Health Organization Saturday. There is not enough evidence that a person who has recovered from the coronavirus is immune from a second infection. Several countries in the rest of the world are also wrestling with how and when to reopen. We turn now to CBS News senior foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer in London.
Margaret, the WHO has told governments not to issue so-called immunity passports to people who've recovered because nobody knows yet how long they'll be protected from COVID. As life starts to return to normal, like in Spain, where children under 14 were allowed out for the first time in 6 weeks, the danger is that immunity passports would give people false confidence when it might turn out they could catch COVID again. But the pressure to ease up is huge in countries past the peak, like Australia. So this week, Sydney's beaches reopened, supposedly only for exercise.
We will have to close the beach.
And then closed again when people just reverted to pre-COVID fun in the sun. Social distancing will be part of the new normal. And so might gadgets like the thermal helmet cameras police in Dubai are using to detect high temperatures. And, of course, there are masks, though South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa had a little trouble putting his on. But in fact, his government has been hugely successful containing the virus thanks to a strict lockdown and a big network of public health nurses. Some countries, though, are at the other end of the deadly COVID curve, notably Ecuador. Bodies lay abandoned in the streets of the largest city, Guayaquil, and cemeteries are full. From Oxford University, there was hopeful news on a COVID vaccine. Human trials began on Thursday, and the researchers say if all goes well, they're aiming to have 1 million doses ready this fall. Meanwhile, the holiest site in the Islamic world, the Kaaba at Mecca, would normally be packed full. Instead, just a scattering of employees were allowed in as millions of Muslims around the world began Ramadan isolated and under lockdown. Here in the UK, we're hoping that tomorrow we may get some information about how we get beyond our lockdown when Prime Minister Boris Johnson returns to work 3 weeks after he was admitted to hospital with coronavirus. Margaret?
Liz Palmer, thank you.